All right. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Wasn't it supposed to be? Yeah. There we go. No more issues today. No more issues today. Good. Game audio good. Yes. All right. Slash stretch, everyone. Slash stretch. Uh, oh god. Who said it? Like super lightning out today. All right, Jet. It's one of those days. It's one of those days that I knew was going to be coming back at some point. So it really didn't take long, did it? We're not even 2 weeks after the last one, but that's I guess that's disability for you. Oh, let's start with the intro, shall we? Hey there, heroes! My name is Hero Girl. I'm your friendly local neighborhood hero tuber, and this is the Daily Grind. That time of the day where we come on and we grind our day. And I was planning on doing some deck tuning today, trying out with some of the deck brews and refining it today. But like, my brain is kaput from one. I think I woke up a little too early. I definitely did not get to bed soon enough, and I did not wake up, so like that's already messing with me just a wee bit. But then also everything that was happening yesterday that I had to process and work through. I need a little bit of a mental reset. We got BG3 plans with Fran and Jess today. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to get our Moogle chores done, and then we're going to go play some more train game. We're going to stream the train game. We'll have some cozy time, and that'll be a nice little mental reset before we go into the week. Especially since we have FF8. Just to double check real quick. Where am I on reputation? 450, that'd be 5, 6. Yep. Train time! It certainly is! I guess I'm also just like a wee bit worn out because I haven't had time to like just veg and do the oh, this is, I haven't had time to like veg game veg. Remember, I really like playing Dragon Quest XI in part because I can just grind out monsters, get some levels, and that's technically playing the game. And that's fun for me. I can relax while I listen to videos or whatever. But since we went out for minis yesterday, that was a little less possible. Although it less because like we just were out all day, and more because we got super hyper focused on looking up mini stuff when we got home. I was just really excited. Yep, we got there. I got to play my first game of Blood Bowl in like 2 years. Lucky, thank you so much for the fitty bitties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Played my first game of Blood Bowl in like 2 years. So that was like partially a refresher in mechanics. And on the way home, I was absolutely buzzing. I was so freaking excited to be playing Blood Bowl again. Because it feels like one of the few ways I can really interact with football right now. Maybe I should try like watching my, see how I feel about that. Pretty sure Deshaun Watson's still on the team. Browns. Much as I hate for that, like I do miss my football. I don't know, as long as he's not like starting or something. And you know, I know exactly how long that resolution is gonna last. It'll last like exactly 1 week. Yeah, it'll last exactly 1 week, and then we'll be like, "Oh right, no, this is why I stopped watching Cleveland because I can't take the pain anymore." I don't know. Maybe it's time I switch over to watching the Chargers full time. Didn't the Chargers move? I feel like I remember them moving from San Diego to, what was it, Los Angeles or something? I remember actually being really sad about that because I was like, man, teams really should stop moving to like entirely different cities for all this shit. I realize that's just part of the league, but like, come on. Cleveland still hasn't recovered from the time that their team moved. I know Lucky's a Falcons fan. Honestly, envious. Teams had trouble, teams had controversy, but at least they've been the same team for, you know, a while. Longer than 2000. Oh my god. I just realized that Cleveland has been back since like what, 1999? And they've had like all of 2, maybe 3 competitive seasons. Not winning seasons. Not winning seasons. Competitive seasons. Seasons where, like, you know, they weren't an absolute miserable pile to watch. Maybe I should just do college ball. Maybe I should just go back to watching Ohio. Also, what's this about Indiana University apparently winning the national championship? I feel like I heard that. And I had that moment where the guy in the first episode of The Twilight Zone is screaming, "No, no, I'm alone! Is there anybody here? Come on!" And then he finds out that it's all been a simulation. And that in the real world he's just like a guy sitting in a pod training to see how long people can survive without human contact. Or if you want, that scene where Jasper unfreezes from the Quickie Mart. He finds out that they have moon pies. He's like, "What a time to be alive." No, but like the opposite of that. The opposite of that sound. Doing here. Fine finish. Ah, the theme. Alright, but I like playing Magic, but playing Magic requires a certain amount of fortitude. Checked out and ready for the weekend. Except the weekend is going to get so much easier. That's the thing. That's the thing, too. I'm partly excited so much by Blood Bowl because we're going to be starting a league with Wifey and 2 of the guys from the miniatures group. So that's great. That'll be on Wednesday nights. But then there's another campaign that my wife and I have been really excited to play, and they're going to be on Sunday. So, like, that's great and all. But look, I'm looking forward to that. But also, the weekend's going to get so much busier because now we have to figure out, like, are we going to be there early enough to not miss family movie night? Are we going to get home in time for me to make pizza? What are we going to do about laundry? Can we do that on Saturday instead? Headaches everywhere. Doody doody! Yes, Pluto, thank you for stopping by. As we turn in all of our chores and get ready to go stream some trains. Could complain about being a Falcons fan, but the worst thing about that is the Saints fans and all the 28-3 comments. Yep, people still bring it up. The Saints fans and the 28-3. You're gonna have to remind me on what that was. Like, was that the NFC finals before the Super Bowl. One where Drew Brees and Reggie Bush were still on the team. God, I don't even know if Drew Brees is still in the league. I would assume not. Like, Phillip Rivers is retired. Drew Brees definitely has to be retired by now, right? Okay, so that takes care of all of our chores. Do we want to try and work in a P before we hustle off? Maybe. I mean, I'm pretty close to getting this next framers, but I don't know. I do just kind of want to reset with train game. All right. You know what? It's the Moore's like weekend too. Get our Moogle obligations done. We can go ahead and actually, should I at least do like the week? There's like so much more that we could before we pop off, but not today's just be that. Falcons got to the Super Bowl. They were destroying the Patriots, and at one point we're ahead 23. But things happened. The Patriots came back to win the game. Which Super Bowl was that? Like, I feel like that was during the Michael Vick era, wasn't it? Because the alternative would be that it was one of the later ones, and I feel like I remember Brady getting another ring after I stopped watching. But that's kind of eclipsed by the fact that Pittsburgh apparently got Super Bowls 6 and 7 after I stopped watching. That was Super Bowl 51? Hold on. Calculating. Mentally tabulating. Oh god damn. Was that when Matt Ryan was that with the was that with Matt Ryan? Also, I am going to go ahead and opportunity to brain game. So, pardon me for a second. We're going to around print, minimize, launch train game, switch over to our reel. Yes, with Matt Ryan, also the first Super Bowl to ever go to overtime. God damn it. This is what missing out on things does to a girl. Oh, sweet. It's still on. Excellent. Still on code. Left. To the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Demos and games and demos. That's what it was. Do. Bumpy Ride. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the lack of music. It's just because it's out of window. There we go. Now it's back. Congratulations, we got you with the old bait and switch. You thought you were coming in for a Final Fantasy 14 stream, but today's my bad brain day, so that means we're going to play trains. There she is. Also, I got... Oh, these are the rewards. Okay. Each day 10, day 50. Bring 100 passengers to their destinations. Travel 1,000 miles, and I would walk 1,000 more to be the train who kept a whistle blowing and blowing across this plain. 20 freight jobs. Make 25 grand. Unlock all world regions. Own 15 paint schemes. Own every train upgrade. Have a passenger take a photo at every tourist spot. Have a single passenger hit all the tourist spots. Okay. Crash into 3 trains in the same day. Run into a buffer at full speed. Run into 10 pedestrians. Kick a passenger off at a bridge. Place 50 stamps on the map. The turntable. Details will be revealed once unlocked. Details will be... Oh. Oh, this is some fancy cursive text. Passengers delivered, 16. Total monies earned. Distance traveled. Great jobs, all that. Station deliveries. Blow whistles. You know, I'm gonna have to, like, submit some feedback. Graphics quality. Oh. Graphics quality. Alright. So, we were level 2, right? Yeah, we were level 2. We have 152 coins here. Air brakes at 2,000. There's so much to do. They certainly didn't, not skimp on making it so that way you can't just, like, breeze your way through stuff. Already got the bird. Already got the... Oh, yeah. Then I've unlocked the Texas and the Sacramento. Reminder that the scroll wheel, that the scroll bar here is a train on tracks, and that's the most wonderful thing ever. Double check Discord because I'm getting a notification. But and I told everyone in Chronicle that... Nope, I just have 2 people in my Discord questioning my my assertion that I'm a rules as written player. I don't know where they're getting this assumption that I don't play rules as written. Rules as written, by the way, is a tabletop term. The term for how... Oh. For the ferry for more ways to expand the route. Also, I'm just here? Huh. And it's raining? Alright then. Alright, so I'm gonna expand this prairie area. Literally just train game. I could stop by Cattail and, like, pick up some passengers. What if they want to end up going back to nowhere? I want to go explore. Like, I feel like right now, our priority is to expand the rail and explore. Don't play rules as written, play rules as rules. Hey, Sam. Thanks for stopping by. Today is a very, very cozy day. It's raining, chat. It's raining, visibility's down. We're heading out. Gonna... We're just gonna... Oh, wait, no, I wanna... Okay. Wait. No, yep. Okay, actually. Almost went the wrong way. Aren't you glad we checked our map? This is our train, chat! I haven't actually given her a name. I've been calling her Casey Jr. Because I remember that from the introduction of Dumbo. I haven't seen Dumbo in, like, over 30 years. Over 30 years, chat. And I still remember that. No fireflies today. I mean, like, we could just call her Casey. I don't mind that. I'm excited to have a social life again. Even if it does mean, like, going out a lot more often, though it does mean, like, spending a bit more gas, maybe spending just a little bit more eating out. And again, we do have to be careful. Like, 17 bucks doesn't sound like a lot, even on the Canadian side. But you do that, like, every week or even every other week, and that can add up. So gotta be careful about that. So we really do gotta actually watch out for. It means that I definitely need to make sure I stay on top of doing what I need to do to save us money. Oh, that's another line there. I guess we'll go check that out at some. Ah, shit. I didn't realize how low our water was. I had no plans on stopping to the water until I saw that our water super low. There we go. Yeah, just take a nice long drink, Casey. The good news is, it looks like I'm going to be playing this game for quite a while yet. Like, I'm still planning on doing the streamathon when we get to July. But it's also nice knowing that we can just fall back onto the... up to junction. I think we're going to head over there. Helen, thank you so much for dropping a lurk. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's go ahead and head. Because that also looks like leads to the tunnel. Ooh, what is going on here? Okay, so then is that just going to lead right back? It should be going straight to Colby. Alright, chat. Reduce speed. Coming into the station. Coming in hot. Targeting our first passengers for the day. It's already 8 a.m. We burned our first 2 hours just getting here. It's cheese! You can get cheese over here! Top us off. Alright. Alright, here we go. Blow whistle station, blow whistle station, blow whistle station. Where is that? That's all the way back home, isn't it? Oh my god, it's all the way back home? Oh wait, hold on. Maybe this connects. Up then. Ah, I actually... Fortunately, we haven't had to deal with, like, other trains yet, but... 12:10 p.m., 12:10 p.m. Got people on the move. What are we going to do if, like, the tracks are still under construction, though? Oh, that looks like a big old rock. Big old rocks that we can't put ourselves through. Yeah, that looks like a big old rock that we can't pass through. Oh my god, yeah, okay. Yep. It's leading right into that junction. It looks like the junction is open, which means that this whole route is now connected. Excellent. The real question is, can we get there in a timely fashion without upsetting anyone? The answer may surprise you. I love it. You know, I thought... Okay, so no lie. When I saw that they were adding in a bunch of biomes, I thought that what it was going to be was, like, different spawn areas. Like, you would go ahead, you would enter a tunnel, and then you would have to, like, load into another zone. But no! No, actually, it's not. You just have a giant world map. A giant world map. And you go through all of them on one thing. And that's perfect, because that's exactly what I want. That is exactly what I want, chat. Oh, don't forget to blow the whistle, chat. Oh, and then there's the train yard, but remember, we don't go to the train yard because they do not want to go to the train yard. They want to go to Blow Station. Also, if you look to your right, you'll see the wonderful town of Blow Whistle, where apparently they have all kinds of pride flags on top of the buildings, including the gay man, or the male love male and women love women flags. You love to see that? Yay! A plus. Alright, so we gotta go to Pearbury. Pearbury. All the way on the opposite side? Yep, we made that route before. We're just gonna stop for a dip. You know what really goes crazy? Ice cold water, especially when you're thirsty. Or at least, like, you know, so goes every chowder I've ever seen in Northern Light. Guys, okay, chat, I've got a question. I've got a question for you. Really important question. If you could have any drink in the known planet without any repercussions, right? Without any repercussions or whatever, what drink would it be? Like, if you could have a margarita or a Coke and not have to worry about the health benefits or sobriety tests or anything like that. Like, you are allowed to order, like, literally any kind of drink. What are you ordering? I'm of two minds of this. On the one hand, I would absolutely love a nice cold glass of water. Most of the time. Like, I know it sounds like virtue signaling, but it's true. It is honest to God true. I will take an ice cold glass of water any day of the week. And yet, I can't help but think, but is that, like, the number one drink that I would order? Because I do love milkshakes, right? I love milkshakes to the point where early on when I was streaming and we would let Isaac stream, that, like, it was just a thing that we were apparently really into. And then we had like 2 weeks straight where all we did was make milkshakes out the blender. Not seeing any trains out here. Should be fine. Anyway. And then, like, I'm also been on a Coke kick lately. Normally, I am content to just have, like, my Blaha Blast, but I don't know. There's something about, like, just wanting the acidity of a cold Coke. The way that it burns the back of your throat is also really nice. And it's like, well, the reason, part of why I don't drink Coke all the time is because, like, that's a lot of fucking sugar. That is a lot of fucking sugar. Too sweet. But you get it? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about, though. If you're saying that you wouldn't order a Coke because it's too sweet, then, like, yeah, I get that. But if you're saying, like, you know, you wouldn't drink Coke because, like, of the health things or nothing, then I completely miss the point of the point of the thing. Also, I missed the water by, like, a tag. Stay hydrated. Alright. Nowhere station! Nowhere station! Okay. Gonna go nowhere station all the way down here. Yeah, we can... If we take, like, the other way around, though... I get it. Or do we just, like, head to nowhere anyway, and then, like... we... just let the passengers guide us? I don't know that we need to do that. Maybe I just, like, drop everyone off at nowhere. And then, like, I take the route around and I explore the other areas around there. I think I like that. Would rather make lemonade? That's acid, not sweet. Lemonade is good. Lemonade is good. But I find that, like, with lemonade specifically, it does this weird... kind of ticklingness. Like, it's not like a ticklingness, but it's like, it doesn't refresh so much as it's just like... Maybe it's because it's drinking sugar water, basically, right? Like, you're drinking flavored sugar water at that. And if you're drinking flavored sugar water, it doesn't quite have that refreshment. It feels like you're coating your throat a little bit, which, you know, maybe that's an asset, right? Because actually what you end up doing is the citric acid helps a lot with colds, help with sore throats. No, but like, don't add sugar to it, just water and lemon. A little bit of salt. Well, then that's not really like lemonade, you know? It's not like lemonade is defined by the sugar that you're adding. If you're having just lemon and water, that's not lemonade, that's flavored water. Excuse me, I gotta blow my whistle at some cows. Hi, cow. Cat. Cat. Everyone say hi, cow. I am, like, never gonna get... I'm never gonna get some of these achievements. Some of these achievements I'm just never gonna get unless I, like, deliberately decide to go against character. Hi, cow. And what is it with the greatest games having cows that you can just, like, wave at? You are, in fact, not a true country or farm girl unless you see a cow at the window and your first instinct is to go, "Hi, cow!" Alright, we're gonna pull into the station here. And then I am once again going to completely miss the mark, apparently. The turntable right there. What do I get if I... I'm gonna take a look to see how the turntable works. And then I'm gonna remember that plank over there. B! What did I do to this? Alright, we're gonna try out that turntable. We're gonna see exactly what happens when I do the turntable. I am so curious. Oh, oh, it's happening automatically. It's happening automatically. That's nice. That's nice. We love that. We love that. Ah. Get rotated. Use a turntable. I love that so much. Oh my god. Alright, since we're not carrying any passengers, we can just go max speed. And like I said, we're gonna find out what happens when we... Oh wait, no, I should have gone the other way. Go this way. Swap around. I want to see what the dead ends are like, though. Alright, so we could just, like, let Casey run on autopilot for a little bit. The good news is, it's not like there's a deadline, right? There might be, like, a speedrun strat that develops as this game... Oh my god. Chad, can you imagine? Trained speedrunning? Oh my god. I got... Game's done quick. Get on it. Get on it. Find someone who just, like... speedruns the hell out of this game. I need it. I need it so bad. Because my thinking is that as long as I have the entirety of the map planned, then I'll be able to start picking out routes based on whether there are enemy trains, whether people have like multiple destinations. Because right now we have it on easy mode. Like, I don't know that there's a, not to say that there's a mode that we selected and it's easy mode, but rather it feels like the game is still getting us warmed up a little bit, because all of the passengers that we have just happen to be going through the same platform, and eventually at some point the difficulty is going to ratchet up. We're going to get to a level point where it goes, okay, you know what, you have one person who wants to go to Blizz Whistle, but then you have another person who wants to go to Pearl Jam like immediately afterwards, and guess what, you only have so much time before you can do that. So you're not going to have as much time to have fun, float around, explore all the stuff. No sir, you gotta get that out of the way while you're still in high school. Turns out the English Wikipedia has a page for lemonade and a page for lemon water, but Spanish Wikipedia just has both in the same page. Oh, Lamau. Lamau. I'm telling you. It's not lemonade, it's just water with lemon in it. And like, yeah, there we go. There's the rocks. You need to be going faster to break through. Find a way into Rio Frontera. Alright, so that's currently an obstacle. And then I'm going to guess that the other route is the same way. I'm going to go check it out. And also, we were going max speed, but poor Casey is just so slow. Like fingers and toes. We don't have a word for toes. That's just a finger. What? 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 Do you just say, like, the finger of the foot or something like that? Is that what you do? Thumbs are fingers too? I don't care why there's people who don't call them fingers. Truly humanity is a wondrous and strange creature. Dedos de los pies. Dedos de las manos. How did I know? How did I know that was going to be the case? Alright, top off on water there, and then we'll see about out the other junctions too. Meanwhile, Spanish has bujo and lechuza, while English only has owl and more owl. Yep, yep. Here's how you say ow. Start with the ah, and then you just say the rest of the ow. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, let's go ahead and... Some say barn owl, but like, they live in the forest, not in barns. That's true, that's true. Yeah, did you ever read Guardians of the Galaxy when you were younger? That was something I was really into when I was like middle school, early high school. And It was good. It was very, very good. Definitely very different than what the movie ended up being. Because, like, these were owls against fascism. Oh, no! We can't break through that either. Who'd have thought? Okay, so yeah, right there, right there. The Rio Frontera is currently locked out via both of these. I'm so curious what this is. It has to be like a connection point, right? No, the movie. So like, that's the funny thing about the movie is that it was made by Dan Snyder, of the Snyder Cut. I don't even remember if his first name was Dan. Was it Dan? Yeah, but Snyder, the guy who directed the original cut of the Justice League movie. And it is a very rule of cool, action-oriented type film. Allegedly, he did it as a thing for his kids because his kids love the Guardians of the Galaxy books. But those books, man, they are all about fascism, cult indoctrination, and you know, other things that you need to make sure the kids are aware of before they go into the wider world, so that way they don't get preyed upon. And it is a damn good book series. They have birds that wear metal masks, so that way they don't get disoriented by these magnetic flecks that the Nazi owls have been using. There's like casual racism and poking of the oh right not even, you know, treating people poorly because of, you know, their bird species, not so good. But just things like that, just examples. Like all the owls are so elitist about the fact that they barf out pellets of their prey, that it doesn't go all through their digestive system, that they are clean and neat and elegant. And why was there a person? Are we gonna see more of that? See, there's cat. Is that the river? Is that the river queen? Apparently, looks like cattail. That looks like cat. All the owls are like so elitist about the fact that they barf out clean, tidy pellets. Meanwhile, all these other birds, nah, they just poop wet. They're just wet poopers. Oh, hey, more cows. Hi, cows. Oh yeah, there is the riverboat. Owl pellets are fascinating? I certainly think so. Also, it's funny. Owl pellets are one of those things that you will, well, maybe not like, I don't know how generalized this is. But when I was in science class back in like middle or high school, one of the things that we did was dissect and take apart an owl pellet, which meant sorting out all the bones, pulling apart the tufts of hair and stuff. And they were like sterilized. Ooh, hay and feed, I see. And they were like sterilized stuff so they were safe to handle. We got like little prodding tools and rods. Oh yeah, okay. So I was right. This is just the long way around that cuts around from where Cattail and Kobe. The Kobe is kind of off route, which means that if you needed to go to Airbury to Kobe, you have a couple of different options depending on where you need to go after that. Okay, not bad. You can go back to nowhere and like pick up some more passengers now. I remember looking at that Vol skeleton. They had us glue all the pieces to try and like reassemble a skeleton as best as we could. It's real cool. Also, I realized that this might in fact sound macabre, but this is just kind of normal. At least for me. And I imagine it's normal for anyone who's studying biology or just like animals in general. Bye, cows. Bye, cows. There's so many cows out today. Holy cow. That's a way better way to study biology than dissecting another living being, which is something that never happens in Columbia, in the U.S. Here we just use books. Well, I mean, like, you're not dissecting living things, right? Like, I know that there's the whole thing about dissecting frogs in U.S. biology classes, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Just that it's been my lived experience that anything like that happens is usually like a cadaver or something that's like preserved and dead for the purpose of exploring biology. Like, I do remember that we also had dead starfish that we were dissecting. I remember that there was pig fetuses. Pig fetuses were the ones that I couldn't handle at the time. Alright, so this is Cattail Station by 10 o'clock. Gotcha. Oh, come on. Who's here? Alright, so we gotta go to Cattail Station. We actually want to make sure. Hey. I head straight on through. Great. I head straight on through with this one. In the books, I mean, the teacher has one book and then you buy photocopies of the chapters. And you gotta invest in education. I can't exactly say that the education situation is any better here in the States. I've got a friend, Junior. They're teaching arts and stuff, and they have to buy so many supplies on their own. The schools here schools in the States factually make teachers buy almost all of their supplies out of pocket. No reimbursement, nothing. Fucking sucks. I'm gonna double check something. That's in education. We invest in good, proper, comprehensive education. We solve a lot of the world's problems. Might not sound like it, but it's the truth. If I remember correctly, okay, that's actually a nice, easy curve. Now remember, Cattail doesn't have like any water pumps. We're gonna have to rely on the one on the way to Colby if we want to reload there. But also, I don't know that anyone is going to be delivered within a time frame. We did just kind of spend today exploring. That's okay. Get into our very own little cozy training world. There we go. There's River Queen. Or I guess Cattail Queen. Yeah, perfect. B, come on. Alright, Kobe Station. Let's go. Kobe Station, which we gotta go all the way around town. Why is it starting like... I would kind of prefer if it like... Go ahead, we'll take a right. First turn around. We got like an hour and a half to get there, so it's fine. See? The world is unfolding itself before us, one region at a time. By the way, chat. So I have blue-green set as my daily on Arena. We obviously didn't do any Arena grinding today because of the need for a mental reset. But I've got 2 decks that I'm working on that I would like to work on, but I'm not sure which one to work on first. So I want your thoughts on it. Do I work on Omega? Or do I work on Berta the Frog? Because they both have their charms. Berta the Frog is a +1/+1 counters deck. And Omega is a ramp phone deck. By which I mean I've got Omega in there and I'm planning on... Oh, did someone complain? No, they're all happy. Okay. And I kind of like the idea of just like creating copies of Omega and like stunning everything into the ground. Stunning absolutely everything. Meanwhile, I haven't actually tried building a Hardened Scales deck yet. Let's see. As soon as the thing shows up. Alright, just go around the bend. And... got water coming up, except... don't really need water to reach Kobe. What if we just, like, skip this? Yeah, we don't have time for stop for water. Much as I would love to stop for water, not stop for water.
You just went boom.
Hey! Asenium, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us on a cozy train day. We got like half an hour. We're fine. Get up. The audio person for Bumpy Ride, thank you for playing the game. Thank you so much for making this game. And also, like, the music and the sound effects are absolutely peak in this game. Thank you so much for the work. I'm someone who tried out the demo when the demo came out last year. Absolutely adored it. Loved the base gameplay loop. And like, this is just... I'm sure that you have seen like at least a couple of people saying this before, but I'll say it now. This game is just everything I wanted out of a train simulator. I have seen other train simulators. I've seen like, you know, Microsoft Flight Train Simulator and whatever. There's the new Thomas game, I guess. Oh my god, that Thomas game is so expensive. But like, no, none of them catch what this, No, I was so close. I was so close. But no, this copy, the, ooh, great job. This copy is the spirit of exactly what I want. I have been a train enjoyer since I was a wee small lass. So please pass on my thanks and appreciation to everyone on staff. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Do I get the name? If I do, I didn't get. That's what happens when developers are watching. True. Streamer luck canceled out by developer flubbing. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we did level 11. We did level 11 because all we did was explore today, mostly. Wow, that's great. Why is it a B? Oh wait, hold on. Do I actually have to like go out of my way to stop by like special places to really make them happy? That would make sense to me. Like if the game has given you that much time to deliver passengers, if you have a faster train and you can afford to stop by like a little touristy spot, yeah, that would make sense. Okay, let's see. Just double check. I don't have enough for more seats just yet. Water. I saw that. Hold on. I have a new staff unlocked. Oh, sweet. Sweet toot! Oh my god. Okay. Okay. See, this is really funny. Because my wife and I just rewatched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang a month ago, I want to say. Like a month or two ago. And one of the songs in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is Toot Sweets. Because it's a long piece of candy that has holes in it, and you can blow into it like a whistle. And I'm like, aw, that's so great. It reminds me of those little wooden train whistles that I would get as a kid. And then here it is, Sweet Toot. Because it's a train that looks like a cake. They cause cat. I'm going to stick with this for now. I'm going to stick with this. Sweet Toot's whistle has a fun surprise. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Do each of the paint jobs have like Oh! I didn't notice when it was just like the one or the two, but each of the trains has a unique toot. That you'll have to take it out in the world, though. You know what? Absolutely, absolutely. Oh wait, nope, nope. Whoops, I didn't select the train. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh wait, no, I've got a. I can't afford Toot Sweet. I forgot that you have to buy. I didn't realize that I have to buy these. Whoops. Well. We're definitely not gonna run out for things to buy. That's great, actually. Let's see. Hold on. That's already the upgrades. It's staff I need to look at. I need to look at staff. Okay. Fireman. Train speed increases by 50%. Be careful. Today? Oh, right. I only have one staff available. Right. Okay. So then I could take either an extra 2 hours or I could take the fireman. It's just so much more expensive. Just give me the 2 hours for now. And then once we're like raking in slightly more coin, we'll be fine. Although we can actually like focus on getting cash now that we have the map like currently maxed out. We don't have any of the upgrades, so we're not going to unlock any of the regions, but have to take that out. By the way, we are currently multi-streaming on the YouTubes as well. So if anyone ever wants to like check out the VODs for both this and the first time I cracked open Bumpy Ride, they are on the YouTube on my channel, Hero Girls VT. You know what? Yeah. Or actually, no, actually, I changed my mind. Give me back my 2 hours. Get to it. Just hold the whistle in different places on the map. I certainly will. Like, I am a big okay. So, like, I am a huge fan of the whistle in general. Like, I just it's the trucker effect, right? It's the trucker effect. You got like a big honk whistle or whatever, and you just have fun doing it. And I love like the addition of the cows and the tracks and what whistle, other than the fact that you just like to use the whistle. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Okay, now let's go the other way. We'll go the other way because this... Ooh, that is significantly faster. Holy cow. Basically what I'm saying is you don't gotta tell me twice. I am already like whistle maxing as much as possible. No. I'm looking forward to being able to max out on brakes. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I love that this is called Nowhere. I love that that's the name of the station. Airbury stations everywhere. Alright, yeah, we can work that. Like, basically, holy shit, Casey is booking! Holy fuck! Anyway, I appreciate that there's no penalty for just over-whistling. Because, like, this is the best part of the job, right? This is the best part of the job. When you see kids, you know, doing the little hog horn symbol, that's what you want to do. Also, oh my god. No! Okay. I am not, I underestimated how much faster 50% fast was gonna be. Holy cows. It has been an absolute delight to play this game. They're trying to get insurance fraud. Don't want them. It's funny because I've actually seen videos of people trying to, like, insurance fraud off stuff like that, like, you know, just off cars or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought there for a second. What was I even thinking? Oh, right. I kept seeing the shorts, right? The shorts that were going on the developer log, talking about the new features, and I was already super excited. I'm gonna have to navigate this with slightly worse. I was already, like, super excited. The only reason I'm not going to be playing this game more often, like, right away, like, right this second, why I'm not going to just let it take over my life right now, is because I am just going to use this as a cozy subathon game in a couple of months when I have my streamiversary. But also, it's been a really nice game to literally put on when I'm having a bad brain day. Normally what we do on here is we play Magic, we play Final Fantasy 14. Oh, quite right back to Blow Whistle? Absolutely. And we basically just grind dailies, right? We grind dailies, we hang out, we chat. But some days are harder to get through than others. And so what I've started doing is I've just been putting on I've been putting on Train Game. I've been putting on Train Game whenever I'm needing something lower stimulation and a lot more cozy. Which is wild to me, because that's how the game is marketed, right? It's marketed as cozy train game. Most of the games that people would consider like cozy are your Animal Crossings, your Tomodachi Lives. You know, there's not a lot of drama or conflict or stuff like that. It's just like it's life simulation builder. It feels like, you know, Stardew Valley, Terraria, all that. This is what cozy feels like to me. And it is gorgeous and it's beautiful. I've never actually had a chance to play Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, which I know is the biggest inspiration for this game. And I feel like when I do finally get back to playing Spirit Tracks, I'm going to see all the knobs and whistles. I'm going to be like, yeah, I see the inspiration, but also like, man, I just want to go back and play the train game now. This feels like a game that I could get like at least a couple hundred hours out of. So even though I am going to be using this as a streamiversary game later on, I am so happy that there is just so much here. Oh, and by the way, pass on my thanks for including the pride flags here. Whoops. I did not, I'm still getting a little, I'm still getting used to this. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Who came by and swapped my tracks? Might have been me. Ah, okay. I see, I see. Alright. Pop us off, Casey. I'm telling you, brakes are gonna be a life changer. Back to Cat's Tail Station. Cosmoporium is LGBTQ plus owned. Had to rep. Absolutely, absolutely. And it's just like, I've been making the joke. I'm sure other people have been making the joke, but it's like, you know the audience, right? You know the audience. The types of people who are going to be this invested in a train game are going to be of a certain demographic, I feel. Maybe that's an oversimplification, but it's based on real life observations, so take it as you will. Okay, we can actually take the alternate route through Kobe now. And then it's like, as soon as we make the turn on this bend, we can just like... See, that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, in the sections like that where you have to blow the whistle because you're doing a crossing or whatever. Love it. Love it. I love excuses to do the whistle. And apparently the passengers love it, too. But also, it's just so much fun to pull the whistle. You only have to do it once to pass. But, like, it doesn't sound right unless you do it twice. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and... Whoop-de-doo. Oh my god. That is... We're gonna have to, like, pull the speed just a little bit faster. The overlapping circles grid of queer people, autistic people, and train numbers is like a single circle. It certainly feels that way, doesn't it? Yeah, there's that rock that we couldn't break through. Wait a second. Hold on, hold on. I just had a thought. Chat. Now that we go 50% faster, do you think we can, like, break through logs? Do you think we can break through logs now? That would be insane if we could. I kind of want to try that. No! Oh, wait. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Just a little too far. Just a little too far. Holy sh... I'm already imagining what the speed run of this game looks like, and I feel like Rushing Fireman is gonna have to be the first part of this. Oh, wait, no, shit. No, I was wrong. We're not stopping at Colby. What am I thinking? No, we gotta go to Cattail. Look, if I was gonna try and be good at the game, I wasn't gonna be streaming it. Let's just say that. Alright, I'm just gonna double check. We want to take the... Yeah, we want to take it on the right. Ah! Wait, hold on. 12:20 p.m., but they... Do these people not have anything else to do with their time? Or maybe it's just like a I don't know. I feel like this is just a result of, like, the level that we're at right now. Yeah. It's actually a lot of fun trying to figure out exactly, like, why a given, why the time and allowance is the way that it is currently. Kind of fun pulling this together. Overshot just a... feel like okay. I feel like the demographic lining up, at least with LGBTQ plus people, other protected classes, is that we're more likely to struggle with mental health in a world that makes it very difficult to exist. Thus, we are more likely to seek out activities that aren't just fun but comforting. See, that much is true. That much is definitely true. I agree with. Like, oh gosh, I remember watching an essay about a girl who did puppy activities, right? And we see this, and we do see this a lot in the queer spaces that we inhabit, that there are people who identify with, you know, feeling cat-like, feeling dog-like, and stuff like that. Mental refuges, one can call them. And it feels like that is definitely something that we need to just, like, get away. It's a lot better than disassociating at times. I know because I've definitely used disassociation as a coping method before, trying to get through things that are incredibly stressful. Like, I don't want to say, like, outright hostile, because there are definitely a lot of places that are trying to do better in terms of... Go check the... I don't want to say, like, outright hostile, but we're living in a neurotypical world, and it is just too fast for the neurotypical people like me. It's sad but true. Quote from Sam. On the opposite side, I have a family member who was a cop. He would not be able to play this game at all because there's no guns in it. Oh my god. Yeah, there are just people like that. One of the most beautiful things about humanity is that there are all kinds of people that, you know, will fill it. But by that same definition, that means that there are all kinds of people. Okay. I am... How much throttle am I... This fire carrier, like, putting into me? Oh no, they went to B. Nowhere station? Nowhere station. Okay. There, am I just going straight ahead? Absolutely. Some people crave action, some crave the connection. Yeah. It definitely takes different kinds of different folks. Like, so here's the thing, right? I have heard the term playing games to let off steam, i.e. like people who they'll play like a Resident Evil or something. It's about blowing up the zombies. They'll play a fighting game to, quote, let off the steam. But I also feel like in those cases, it's a little harder to... It's a little harder for me to grok, I guess. Because, like, I understand how physical exercise can help burn off a lot of steam and frustration. I don't know that I've ever been able to feel that way myself. Ah, well. The important thing is that we do have this cozy train game. Ooh, I almost hit the water tower there. Oh, that's right. The bell does help signal that. Okay. So then real quick, before we grab passenger, just top off. A bit more? Nope, just a wee bit more. Alright. Yeah, we're good. Now, if anyone stops by, blow whistle. Then we can go ahead and grab the, Pearberry Steak. I'm gonna need to figure out how to get a faster trip. Yeah, I'm gonna need to upgrade my speed without necessarily needing to use the fireman because this speed is absolutely nuts. You know, Northern Lions has stopped playing Tomodachi Life because he can't get drama into it. I feel that. He was so real for that. I'm getting back into working on the light novel again. And, like, constructing the drama be a little hard at times. When we try to do with the Tomodachi Life, oh my god, I wish the Tomodachi Life had just a little bit more drama in it. At least from what I've been watching. I've heard that if you get your characters to a certain level and get them, like, works, and then also get them into relationship disputes, it gets a lot easier to build drama. But, like, it'd be great if there were just, like, a couple of knobs or levers that you could pull to, you know, get the Gordon Ramsay fighting with the angry video game nerd type stuff. Alright, chat, remember, you gotta creak along the bridge. This is the first day where we're actually trying to, like, money max here. Also, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how curvy the line can get before you start tilting out. No deliveries that we can do just yet. Let's see. Alright. What do you think the over-under is on waggling the brake here? Alright. Please play say blow whistle. Please say blow whistle. One blow whistle station by 10 o'clock? Wait, is there a... No way. Is there a... There can't be, like, a maximum amount of passengers away. And it works out either way. This works out beautifully, in fact, because now I just gotta get this one fella over the blow whistle. And then we can break those logs. And once we break those logs, go into the Lost Woods up here. Yeah. And then also looks, I think there's like an alternate route over here somewhere. We've got 5 hours of daylight. 5 hours of daylight to try and get that figured out. You know what? No. Let's go ahead and, like, you know, be professional about this. No! I was gonna slow down for you. I'm gonna keep championing this game. This game is wonderful. I appreciate the very open support for this game. I'm looking forward to July. July is gonna be a grand time. But the engineers are the devs' pets. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's wonderful. I love hearing the tidbit like that. Because I saw that we had, what was it? 2 cats and a dog? At least to start. I don't know if there's any that unlock later on. But I did see the 2 cats and a dog, and they looked a little more textured than I think the presentation of this game would lead to believe. Alright, you're happy? You are average. You are currently average. There it is, chat. There it is. There's that log that we gotta go bust. Let's see if we can turn around the turntable real quick and deal with that. Be a fireman to get there. Stop, stop, Casey, stop, please, please, please. See? Please, stop me off. No! Note to self. Be a bit finagling. There we go. Yep, the dog and the cat on the left are Nathan's. The one on the right is Sabi's cat. You click them, the sound they make is actual recording of them? You can't just tell me that! You can't just tell me that! Alright, real quick, let's head to the turntable. The passenger noises are you? Okay, but like, does that mean? Does that mean that there are like... Does that mean that there is a role for voice actors to provide animal sounds at some point? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright. Get rotated. That is a great name for an achievement. Alright. Let's go liberate the railway. This has to be it, right? This has to be it. There's no way. There's no way that they would give you the fireman upgrade if this wasn't enough to break through the log. Alright, everyone. We got Crazy Train. We're riding on the rails like a crazy train. Actually, hold on. Let me... Oh, no, wait, no! Wait, no, yes, yes, yes! Because there's a thing over here that we could actually, like, break apart real quick. This area's night track is really good. Alright, let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. And... It worked! It worked, chat! We are exploring uncharted, untold territories like nothing we have ever seen before. Oh, it cuts right through here. Huh. Okay, so this was really more of like a shortcut unlock. Which is really handy when other trains start getting onto the area. But now we have an issue. Now we have an issue where I need to figure out a way to get back onto Blow Whistle. We need to do that in a timely fashion. Let's see then. We could just... I don't think we'll have the time, but we could try and cut down through Kobe. Go back around this way. Would that be faster than just like turning around at Cattail? We go down here past Kobe. Go down here. I think it is just faster to take the long way around. Then... Go ahead. No, this is a slow... No, actually it doesn't matter because we don't have passenger stuff. Obviously. You get upgrades, shortcuts, and unlock new areas? Is this a Metroidvania? It might be! The world's comfiest Metroidvania? Actually. Also, I wonder what happens when the water... We catch on fire. Do we have to pay for train damages? I don't actually know. I've been too enthusiastically keeping up with all the systems to experiment with what failure state looks like. Congratulations, though. We are, in fact, FF6ing. See, when you tell me that you're doing the voices of all the other passenger animals, I'm just gonna be thinking about that I'm just gonna be thinking about that from now on. Okay, yep. And then, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and loop around, and hopefully we have plenty of time to get back to Blow Whistle. I do really like this prairie. The prairie's fantastic. The marshland, the marsh wetlands, those are also fantastic. I love all of the biomes. Actually, chat, I'm not carrying any passengers. Let's just let nature take its course, shall we? And see if anyone actually wants to cash in on that insurance claim. Oh my god, that noise! That was okay, that was worth the 10 coins that it docked me. Oh my god! Ah, shit. Well, we're gonna find out exactly what happens with the water state now. Poor thing. I mean, yeah. Now, fortunately, Blow Whistle does also have water for us. Okay, yep. While we're on fire, speed is dropping. It's the Wilhelm pitched up? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the Wilhelm pitched up. This is amazing. This is amazing. I am storing this away. I'm storing this away into the databanks. That is going to be something that I bring up absolutely during all of the concurrent streams from now on. Get through. Oh, but what if I can't? What if going through that sidewalk locked me out of being able to go to Blow Whistle the way that I want? Possible. And also, like, it is good to know that the only real penalty right now, at least that I can see, for letting the water tank go dry is that it's just massive reduced speed. I'm actually trying to get a lot more comfortable with, like, deliberately trying out fail states. Just to know, just to find out. Alright, remember chat, we gotta go to the right. And gonna have us go to the left? I hope so. You are? Thank you. We got like 1 hour left. Is that gonna be enough to break through? If it's not, then at least we're gonna be starting in Blow Whistle for the next day. And like, we should have time for one more day for stream today. Okay, that is actually just like the biggest debuff in history, actually. That is the biggest debuff I have ever seen. I'm sorry, I am absolutely going to make sure that Casey stays hydrated from now on. Whistle privileges revoked. Okay. We gotta do this in like one shot. So like the second that we're free, we're busting it. Oh, hi Toby. Toby the trolley. Actually, I gotta ask. How much of the development team are Thomas fans? Like, honest, genuine question. How many of them are Thomas fans? Yeah, there we go. All right, we got 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes to see exactly how far we can go. And is this, in fact, going to lead into out of pop? Don't actually know? That's completely fair. That is completely fair. Alright, so we got the new biome over to the left here. I'm actually going to take it to the right because I see a tunnel. And I ran out of time. So close. So close. Unlock to do paint job. Cash do I have? 680? I thought I had more than that. Oh, right. Daily staff cost. Right. Okay. Okay. You know what? Fair enough. I've got 684, so I can't actually, like... Conrad, the little ballerina herself. Wait. Designed by Alco. AJ Stevens. Huh. I could buy the trains, but I'm not going to buy the trains just yet. I want a little bit more money because I'm still working towards all those upgrades. But I see her. I see her. Also, chat, by the way, just so you know, these are the engineers. These are the engineers that we were talking about. Cat, dog, cat. Apparently, these are the developers' pets. Alright. We got one more day. One more day and before we wrap up stream for the day. And I'm going to go check out those new areas. Like, I'm absolutely prioritizing map exploration over getting the monies. And that is purely because, like, the more long routes that we can... No! Wait, up. Right. Damn! Damn, this fireman. Maybe I shouldn't have actually taken the fire person if I was going to use today exploring, actually. That's something that I didn't consider. Whoops. I need to finish that thought. Okay. So, we're going to go explore those new routes because I saw a tunnel. We're going to go to the light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to go see if we can access the snowy area, which I'm also very excited about. Because, like... Okay, so here's the thing, right? With a real train, obviously, you don't want it going through a bunch of snow. That's really bad. You want to avoid as much friction on your train as possible. But, with a game train, you can do the exact thing that you've always wanted to do with a train, which is to plow through a bunch of snow. That's what we want, chat. Exactly what we want. Alright, can I move to the right turn? We're gonna go check out that tunnel. Time for the secret tunnel, chat! Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Everybody loves running their train into the secret tunnel. Whoop! It's too dark to navigate. Come back when you have a brighter lamp. Okay. So I was right. I was right. We got the Twilight Lost Woods area over here. But I guess it's technically the Lily Woodlands, but like... Yep. Enter here. Enter here. Gotcha. Exactly what I thought. It's basically a free turnaround right now. Wahahaha! Oh my god! I see it! I see the other thing! Alright. Cat. Would you look at this? You need to have a gondola car to bring honey! I figured there was going to be one more block out here. I figured that was going to be the case. But, like, I didn't think it was going to be the actual thing that was in the dev promo short. We've got a bear on the tracks and we gotta deliver honey. Okay. Legally distinct Snorlax. Exactly, exactly. Alright, so you know what this means? It means that we're gonna go back to Blow Whistle and we're gonna continue to Money Max. Which means that actually having the fireman on board is in fact the best thing that we can be doing. Also, like, maybe I didn't have to do stop. Maybe I actually just like go backwards into the tunnel and then the tunnel's supposed to be back out the right way. That's something to keep in mind for later. Although that's not always going to be the case, is it? Oh, well, it would have been the case. Alright, back to Blow Whistle. And then we're going to see exactly how much change we can make. So yeah, there's the big yard. The only things that we don't have access to right now are Rio Frontier, Snowland, and Woodland. So this is a pretty good route right now, all by itself. And I'm going to say it again. I love that all these areas are connected like this. I love that it's just like one big area. Because I remember playing in the Rio Frontera in the demo. Because that's what the demo area is, right? The Rio Frontera. And I remember going through that. And it just being like the closed circuit. And just doing the delivering passengers along that route, correct? Yes, exactly. I knew it. I knew it. And so, just like the game loop of that one area was good. But also, I was like, you know what? I'm starting to understand what Thomas said when he said he wanted to go for, like, really long runs. And especially as a streamer, right? As a streamer, having, like, a... No! God damn it. Okay. Up. Alright, that works. That works. Oh, nope. A little too far. A little too far. Nope. Too far in the other direction. I swear to God. I swear to God. Fireman is going to cause me problems. Kobe Station. All the way down there. That's a nice easy. Having to make further and further runs is actually fantastic. It's fantastic from a streaming point of view because I can just, like, click on stuff. The clicking you hear at stations are telegrams, by the way. Huh. I don't think I ever would have gotten that. That makes sense. Long, cozy runs like this. No! Okay, so that's a bend that we gotta watch out for. Understood. Have a nice day. This is a great yapping game. This is a great game to stream because there's only like a couple of things that I have to keep an eye on. I can do that passively, and it just has a nice, good atmosphere. Nope. Calm down. I'm not getting off this fireman anytime soon, by the way. As long as I make like at least 100, like, I'm set. We're gonna have to go turbo speed to go through those rocks. Somehow, I doubt that fireman is gonna be enough to break through those rocks. Or maybe not, actually. Maybe not. Maybe I'm actually just crazy. Okay, now I'm curious, though. Would fireman be enough to get me through the rocks? Find a way into Rio Frontera. Nope. Nope. No! Okay, maybe fireman is a little much for me right now. Okay, I still got a couple of A's. I still got a couple A's. We're good there. We're good. That's the important thing. Over to Cattail Station. I did figure out that I can throw on emergency brakes by throwing everything into reverse, so like... that is something. It's good for the heart, it's good for the soul. It's good for the heart, it's good for the soul. We're going to Cattail Station. Throw it in reverse, Terry! Let's see. I always have to like check the map because like the looping here in Cattail always throws me off. I'm not even like a full-time streamer. I'm a part-time streamer who has been using this as time to do dailies, so that way when I play like quote real games, I don't feel the need to throw that time away into games that require me to grind dailies. But Hero Girl, why don't you just like stop playing dailies if you don't like doing dailies? Well, first of all, those are my forever games. Shut up. Second of all, it just makes for great yapping content. And this is great yapping content. The real question is like, how much maxing can you get out of it? Also, another compliment for the devs, another compliment. I love that the overall markers on these actually match to what their actual settings are. They're not just like set there as a, oh, look at this. It is a, oh, you can tell from a distance that you're going to have to prepare to manually flip the switch. Dailies give satisfaction in a way immersing totally and a game does not. That's true. That's true. And also, like, you know, the consequence of playing an MMO is that you are in it for, like, a long time, right? And some of these things are just there to help you burn time or go through. They're time gated for a reason. So that way you don't go through all the content all at once. This game might not have that, but... Up, don't. Okay, I need to get someone who has a large girth about them to help balance out the car. We need those guys that they hire for plane flights to, you know, even out the plane for takeoff. So that way I don't have to, you know, be separated from my partner because, whoops, for some reason, people don't have trust in the American airline system. But also, the train is going so fast that I have absolutely no inclination to check my Discord, even though there are notifications coming in. Up. Nope, overshot it again. I wonder if they care for that. Nope, just bees. Bees all around. I'll take bees. We like bees. See? People don't have trust in blank American system. It'll work in many cases. That's true. Thank you, Cattail Queen. I did get the achievement for like blowing the whistle with the Cattail Queen. Like first time that I stopped by here, I got that achievement. As in congratulations. True. Yes, Cattail Queen slay. I love the horn on the Cattail Queen. By the way, chat, I'm gonna ask again. If you could have any kind of drink in the whole world, no repercussions for it or anything, what would you have? Because ice cold water, absolutely goes hard when you're thirsty. But if we're talking no consequences, like, I love myself. I love myself a nice little margarita mixer, you know? Cattail Queen serving shot. Okay, this actually works out fine. Because what I need to do is refill all water before... B for very, very fast. We're just going to back up just a bit. Top ourselves off, and then we'll pick up some more passengers. Normally, I'm a stereotype, and I like myself some Blahog Blast. I have it every week when we have family movie night. Alright, we're going back to Pearberry. There's so many passengers that I'm leaving behind. There's so many things that I need to upgrade with. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I love having things to buy. I love upgrades. I love having projects. I love knowing that I can buy train colors and that there are fun, delightful secrets to unlock. And I love, like, literally just shutting up for a second. And just letting the ambience take its course. Bye, cow. The music design is really nice on this too. Like, I've got the music turned down a little bit for the sake of streaming. But it's just so easy to get into. Oh yeah, you love it when I obey the traffic laws, don't you? Would you say care a little bit more if I offered you a margarita, Mr. and Mrs. Aminal on the train? Honestly, I'm starting to love Pearberry routes. Pearberry routes are easy money. Easy money, chat. See, why can't more runs be like that? Why can't more runs be nice and cozy and on time? Yes, yes. Yes, oh, wait, hold on. Oops. I should have gotten one before. They don't like it when you, like, take deep doors. Low station whistle. Whistle station. I'll say this. There is a part of me that's glad that the trains are all pre-painted models. Because, like obviously you've got to get all your references and all your different designs in. I remember seeing in the demo version. Sorry. I remember seeing in the demo version that there is a paint job that is literally the Spirit Tracks train. As well as a couple of other noteworthy shoutouts and references. And I love that. Absolutely love that. There is a little bit part of me that wishes I could, like, come up with my own color scheme. But... Say, Levy. Like, game is already peak. I wonder what level I have to be before I start seeing all the other trains. Because, like, yeah, there was that train that was helping to block off the prairie. But at some point, we're going to see other trains on these tracks, and we're gonna have situations at our hand. It's only a matter of time, chat. Each day that we complete, each mile that we run, is giving us experience. So we can't just... I doubt we could actually farm up the lower ones. Just like free of charge. Possible that this development may do another skin contest in the future. Don't hold you to it. I mean, hey, it's a possibility. It's only a possibility. Ain't no one gonna get mad about that. I love the fountain design so much. The fact that the steam is the top of the water. Also, okay, so this is more like the game design side of it. But can I just say that I love that I am already like committing to memory where all these towns are and the simple routes and all that. Like, we just did a blow whistle to Kobe, Cattail, Nowhere, Hairbury connection, and strictly speaking, that's a lot of actual like lefts and rights that you have to do. But it's very simple. It's very simple. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towns right now. And everything is so distinct visually that you know exactly where you are. You have, you know, like with the exception of the rush here, you have a perfect idea of exactly which places and junctions you need to take turns. Is that all the animals like imitating the whistle? Are we picking up autistic children that also like to make train noises? Which, as someone who was an autistic child myself, very relatable. Wait, hold on. I keep hearing the trolleys, and I keep thinking, is that a train? Oh, those are the whistles from the trolleys whistle back at you? Dude! I'm sorry. Hairbury Station by 10:40? 10 o'clock was always... 10 o'clock was always the time. Did we get a longer curfew? Did we unlock longer curfew? Oh my god, I can't believe it was the trolleys. The trolleys were whistling back at me. I mean, if you think about it, trolleys are like kids. Yes, yes, give me those nice, gentle bends that all the passengers love. Cattail Queen does the call and response as well. True, true, I did notice that. I did notice that. I said this in the first stream, by the way, but I love that the billboards up here. I just noticed that the sun has a smiling face! Oh my god, chat! The sun! The sun has a little blinky smiley face! Up parentheses, down parentheses, up parentheses! Oh my god, I haven't had a chance to notice that yet. This is literally... Okay, so if you don't count the demo, this is literally just my second time playing the game. 100% agree, Sam. You can absolutely feel how the whole game was made with so much love. These are the indie projects that we love supporting. So as soon as we can afford a gondola to do delivery, we're gonna unlock a ton of new stuff. I have to say, one of the dev vlog shorts that got revealed that just threw me for a loop. The cheese thieves. The fact that there are cheese thieves. Absolutely wild. Oh, there goes the sun. Oh, where's the moon? Where's the moon? No moon yet? Okay, that's fine. We don't need the moon. Actually, do what I keep saying I'm going to do and reload on water first before we grab passengers. Although I think the passengers are starting to, like, say 10 o'clock is their bedtime, so. I've worked on a couple of other games that never came out, but this one is actually with my close friends. I met Nathan at college while I was getting my music production degree, and he was going for game art. Really? I imagine that just, like, makes the process so much better, right? And you can actually, like, work on stuff together. Like, I've worked on collaboration projects with other people before. Because I'm a writer, streaming is not my full profession, not what I'm aiming to do full time, but it's more like a thing that I'm doing to help promote myself as a brand. So what I'm working on is writing. My joy is being able to write stories. I have worked with people who were artists, and we've made comics and stuff before. We've done... Aw, okay. It's the Goodnight Moon! Aw. Goodnight Moon. No, the collaboration that when you have a chance to really work on something with friends, that really makes it special. Right now, I am working on Growing Up Gyarados with my friend Junior. It's a fan comic about what if Legend of Zelda, except what if Link was raised by the Gyarados in the desert, rather than the Kokiri in the forest. And while they are doing the majority of the art and writing, I'm helping them with editing and pitching and spitballing ideas and back and forth, helping them smooth out a lot of the transition stuff. And just getting to help in even that role, getting to help a friend. I don't know. It's just, you're right. It is absolutely more special that way, so you could just do that. Yep, there's the trolleys again. And we're making great time. Great time and great money. Easy does it. Easy does it. Nah, we're getting the hang of fire, man. We're getting the hang of fire, man. Everything is working out. Yeah! Give me the maze. Now, if only we can milk them for just a little bit more cash. Look, I love trains. But also, like, this is ostensibly a taxi service. This is a taxi service masquerading as a train line. Okay, yep. And as soon as that bell goes off, you know that you're on the platform where you can actually load them up. That is great feedback. Alright, we're going to where? I can dig it. I appreciate that there's no penalty for, like, just running out of time. Like, if you just run out of time mid-run, like, you don't get the money, but you also don't get penalized. I think that's part of what makes this game so relaxing, is that the penalties for messing up are, I wouldn't say few and far in between, but they're very soft and forgiving. Also, that is my wife alarm going off, which means that as soon as the day is over, we're wrapping things up. So, chat, thank you all so much for hanging out for me today. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. I know I'm repeating myself. I know that I'm acting a little bit like a broken record, but, like, that's kind of how it is. No! They've gone from being immensely satisfied to only being somewhat okay. Thank you so much for just, like, being okay with me having bad brain days, and having the ability to swap on over to a game that helps me recharge. Oh, wait, no, shit. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Sure did. I was supposed to get off at next junction. We can make up for that. We can make up for that. It's fine. Alright. Pump up the brakes. We're going to nowhere. Someday, Rio Frontera. Someday. Cut it! Cut it at the last second! Yeah, I'm sorry. You feel snubbed. But we're already at capacity. Okay, but like, what if we pretend that was actually just like the strat? Maybe we actually pretend that, no, we're taking the long scenic way around, specifically because we're trying to give everyone a moment worth remembering. Maybe we just want to take the long scenic way out on the way out of stream, where we just want to go by the river bend, take a look at the other riverboat. Remember that life is not about the destination, but the cows that we got to say hi to along the way. No! You're telling me that bend was too sharp for you. Brother, if that bend was too sharp for you, I don't know how I'm going to ever tell you about cheddar. So many cows. Actually, hold on. Real quick. I need to... Here? Yeah, about... Oh, wasn't there... Yeah, there's another thing up here. I've completely forgotten that I need to be marking some of these for future references, but also like for the... I mean, not for the... Actually... Alright, how close was I to the mark? How close was I? Actually pretty close. I was actually... Alright, we got like 20 minutes left. I think we can make that no problem. I was going slow! Man, our passengers are fussy. Also, we are almost out of water, but this is the last run, so it's all good. I don't know that we're going to get there in the next... Not minutes, though. So, whoopsie doodle. Total daily profits, 437. Oh, we got the Neko Neon? Oh my god, is that what I think it is? Hold on, real quick. Air brakes. Do that. Oh my god, thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. I'm gonna buy my upgrades real quick. Oh my god! Oh my god! Did you hear that, chat? I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time. It's got... Oh my god! Okay, we have some great trains to like pick from further on. But like, look at the colors, right? A lot of fun designing that whistle. I should have imagined so. Emergency brakes with no consequences. That's hot. It's thundering and lightning. Oh god. 2,000. 1,000 to buy a larger tank means filling up less often. That pretty tempting. I am just gonna grab the capacity real quick. Ooh, now I have the first class car. The first class car allows you to pick up first class tickets. 1,500. All right, that's gonna be it for. All right, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Chat, thank you again so much for hanging out. Awesome, Miss Cinnamon. Thank you so much for stopping in and dropping in all those wonderful trivia bits and stuff. Once again, giving my best out to the dev team. If you're over on the YouTube side of things, we're going to go ahead and end it right now. Bloop. And then over on the Twitch side, we're going to go ahead and rate